these bugs I've commonly seen being reported by a load of people, and I just wish to address them because I don't think the developers are going to do something in like good time. So the first bug I want to talk about is for the Grim Biologist. Now I thought that this was just some people not being patient enough, but it actually turns out that yes, this is actually a real issue. So the Grim skin you can't actually get. No, so it appears to be the case where after you get the Biologist Tower, you are able to buy the Biologist Bundle with Robux, but then you're also able to buy the Grim skin for Robux. However, after you claim the Biologist Bundle, the Grim skin is automatically locked off. You can't buy it with Robux, but nor can you actually get it through the Ducky Revenge hard mode. It seems like after you try up the Biologist Bundle, this is just soft locked and you can't get it anymore. Now, I thought that, oh well, it just could be a glitch, a visual glitch. You know, after 60 hours, people could actually get this. Wrong. You can't actually get it. It seems to be the case where the Grim skin broke after the last update, v1.64, when, for some reason, something broke in it, but the Grim skin was never tested for that. So, for at least a week and a half, you cannot be able to get the Grim skin, which has annoyed some people. Now, it's not an issue now. The reason for this is there's not enough time to get the Grim skin normally. So if you were to try out the Biologist Bundle now, you may not be able to get the Grim skin because it's less than 60 hours until the next update. Actually, it's more than 60 hours just about. But if you still haven't got the Biologist Tower, and then you need to wait for the Biologist Bundle, and then you need to wait for the Grim skin, if you still haven't got any of these milestone rewards, then you're unable to get the Grim skin normally anyways because of the time restraints. However, given the fact that a load of people had actually beaten the Biologist Bundle, but had not gotten the Grim skin, and were waiting for it to unlock, and then all of a sudden it broke in v1.64.0, that is quite annoying. And actually, I think that is so far to say that the event should actually be extended by 2 weeks, just so people who had not earned the Grim skin in the last 2 weeks should be able to get it. However, I don't think the developers are in the mood to actually extend the event. Maybe by a week. I'd hope they'd do it by at least a week. Probably 2 if the developers were feeling generous, given the fact that the Grim skin was unobtainable for 2 weeks. Again, this is speculation given the fact that this contract ends in supposedly 16 hours. Sure, that's incorrect. It doesn't expire in 16 hours, right? Surely. Huh. Maybe the event actually ends in about a couple of hours. That's odd. Nah, but I have to assume that's a bug. Surely the event doesn't end on a month. Actually, to be fair, Hexscape did end on a Monday, or was originally planned to end on a Monday, before it was moved over to a Wednesday where the updates occurred. I don't know. Next, we have a fairly known issue with the Alien Focus skin, where if you attempt to place it down, it puts down a default Crook Boss. Now, this is certainly better than the bug it had upon Ducky Revenge event's release, where the Crook Boss just broke the game if you had the Alien Focus skin. So having it go to the default skin is probably a better thing than having it completely broken. However, it's been like a month since it broke, right? Surely the developers would fix it. However, fun fact, on the public bug reports form, the first ever bug reported was when placing down the Alien Crook Boss skin, it is placed down as a default Crook Boss skin. However, one of the developers have said that it is not an issue. From this, it looks like the developers aren't going to fix the Alien Focus Crook Boss skin. Now this, I consider to be a farce, given the fact that the Alien Focus Crook Boss skin came from the coin crate, which is a Robux crate. Furthermore, even though there were 2 coin crate codes, most people probably only redeemed 1 coin crate code, therefore meaning that they most likely got the Alien Focus Crook Boss skin, the only skin from the coin crate, because it was the most common skin. This was a rare skin, while the other 2 skins, the Jester and the Flea, were legendary skins. Therefore, people have gotten a Robux crate skin that is broken. It just reverts over to the default Crook Boss and they don't get what they paid for. That is a farce, and I think should be immediately fixed as soon as possible. AKA, well, I mean, the developers have acknowledged the issue as not an issue, but I think it is an issue. I mean, certainly, when the Alien Focus Crook Boss skin was first added to the game, it also broke. So maybe there's something wrong with the skin, but surely developers should at least compensate people who got the Alien Focus skin if they're not willing to fix it with another coin crate skin, like, I don't know, the Jester or the Flea. In any case, doesn't look like they're going to fix it. They're just going to put out an advisory saying do not use the Alien Focus skin in TDS. Another issue is level 29 on the Battle Pass. So when originally released, this Battle Pass reward here was not the Glitter Bomb name tag, it was actually the Melting Ice name tag, because most of these, well, the entire code for the Ducky Revenge Battle Pass, including the game passes, were ported over from the Operation Ice event, and the developers mistakenly forgotten to change the Melting Ice name tag here into the Glitter Bomb name tag. So if you redeemed the entire Battle Pass early on, or if you grinded the game out extremely intensively early on, for your level 29 regular reward, you didn't get the Glitter Bomb name tag, instead you got the Melting Ice name tag. Now, so for some people, maybe that's a beneficial thing. Maybe they didn't redeem the Melting Ice name tag in the Operation Ice event, maybe they were new to the game. However, this means that you cannot get the Glitter Bomb name tag because the developers did not retroactively apply the same rewards to those people. And let's be real, if you're buying the entire Battle Pass for the Ducky Revenge event, you've probably also likely got the entire Battle Pass for the Operation Ice event, meaning that you are missing a Ducky Revenge event reward, that being the Glitter Bomb name tag, meaning that just because you got there early, it means you cannot get every single item in the Battle Pass. This isn't the first time that buying the Battle Pass early means that you miss out on a reward. So, for example, when it comes to the Frost Mortar, in 2021, when the Frost Invasion update was released, initially, if you bought the Battle Pass early on, you actually missed out on 2 Frost Crates. And in fact, some people did miss out on a Frost Crate later, but that was all weird. In any case, if you bought the Battle Pass early, you missed out on some rewards. Wasn't an issue, because there were only 4 Frost skins until the Frost Mortar was added to the Frost Crates. A lot of people complained, including me, and developers decided, okay, we're just going to make the Frost Mortar a Mission Quest skin, as well as a Frost Crate skin for those who had a spare Frost Crate. To me, it seems as if developers could make the Glitter Bomb name tag a Mission Quest thing, given the fact that I don't know if they can actually retroactively apply this reward to those who completed level 29 but only got the Melting Ice name tag. However, a Mission Quest just for a name tag? I don't know. While there does appear to be Mission Quests for name tags, such as the Ducky Went Down to Georgia giving the Ducky Bath name tag, it also gives out other rewards, such as the Ducky skin for the DJ booth. So having a Mission Quest exclusively for a name tag that some people early on couldn't get, not sure if that's actually a good thing. I mean, it would be a limited time thing, and the only reason why people would get it is because it's limited time. But it would really seem awkward given the fact that all the other mission quests are skins, whereas one is a name tag. And speaking of mission quests, there are a load of bugs when it comes to some of the objectives for the mission quests that mean that they are impossible to get, and because of this, the testers for Tower Defense Simulator, through the ticket system, have gotten a load of reports for impossible quests, which have already been reported, but because they're so common, people are like, nah, let's just report it and see what happens. So the first skin is the Hazardous Haste quest, where you get the nuclear accelerator, where the 4th objective, Triumph Polluted Wastelands 2 with the accelerator twice, doesn't work. And it has not worked since the Polluted Wastelands 2 mini rework, which changed the underlying code for Polluted Wastelands 2, so the game does not recognise Polluted Wastelands 2 triumphs for the Hazardous Haste quest. Inexplicably, the developers did fix it for the Badlands 2 with the Ranger, for the Mistress Drifter, but they haven't fixed it for the Hazardous Haste. I think there was an attempt to fix it, but they just didn't fix it. Another issue is that for the You're Being Recorded quest, Triumph Space City in Fallen mode with the Crook Boss thrice, that also doesn't work. It doesn't track Space City. And because of this, I'm not entirely sure if the TDS Commandos quest is broken. I mean, you can't really buy the Commando anymore, so I'm not sure if anyone actually could test this out for us. But Triumph 2 matches of Fallen mode on Space City with the Commando placed down for the Trooper Commando skin, not entirely sure if that's broken as well because of this issue with Space City being updated. Bear in mind that people have spent coins to actually get these quests, and the only way to beat it is to spend Robux because of the impossible mission in it. I mean, it's especially true for the Hazardous Haste because apparently this is a popular skin that people want, yet the 4th objective is impossible. Hence why our testers have gotten 4 billion reports of this, which they have to close every single ticket saying, well, it's already been reported, but the developers aren't really doing much about it. I mean, it's even listed as a high priority bug report here, which I'm not entirely sure if it's high. I think it's at least medium, but high? Doesn't really affect gameplay too much. But I do understand people have spent coins for it, and the only way to actually achieve it is to spend Robux. There is apparently also an issue with the WIKI DJ booth mission quest, which is unequipable because it shows that the tower is not owned for the quest, that being the DJ booth. I don't know how big of an issue this is. Apparently it's for random players. But again, given the fact that the WIKI went down to Georgia quest ends in at least the next Wednesday update, it seems as if, for those players, yeah, it's going to be impossible to get the WIKI DJ booth skin.